In today's video, we are taking 4 different suggestions from you guys to see what different things we should try putting in one of our blenders.
In the past, we've put a few strange things in a blender, and sometimes our blender didn't always fare so well, but we've usually had some good results.
We have done some very interesting things. Usually when we blend an object, it's not the end-all be-all to our video. It's because we're trying to get from point A to point B. Sometimes we do blend things just to try and make a new product.
Now, you may have seen in the past, or even recently, some of those cool Will It Blend videos. Those are done by Blendtec, and Blendtec saw us using and kind of destroying one of our old jars. This is not even the first one that we've managed to mangle. They saw how our blender jars were suffering a little bit, and they were kind enough to send us a couple of new ones. So for some of the shots, we're gonna be using brand new blenders.
Here's the basic idea. We have 4 different suggestions. We have cotton candy, Oobleck, batteries, and Ferrocerium. We're gonna see what happens when we blend them. What is this, Nate?
That is Ferrocerium.
We are not putting this in the new blender.
You may have seen Ferrocerium before a few times. It's the metal that's used for flint and steel starting kind of thing. You scratch it with steel and it makes a shower of sparks.
Beautiful.
Or we've also heated it up and you can throw it on the ground or hit it with a golf club and it explodes in a shower of sparks. It's very entertaining stuff. It even looks cool when you're just cutting it. You hit it with a hacksaw and the blade just going over it just makes it spark all over the place. I love that look. If everything looked like that when you cut it, cutting would be way more fun. And then yeah, we've got a couple other things too. We've got batteries, cotton candy, and we've got some cornstarch we're gonna use to make Oobleck.
Let's do the safe ones inside and then let's head outside.
All right.
This is probably my favorite username I have ever seen. Ghost Dogs Paranormal Investigators. Can you try cotton candy in a blender? There you go.
That's a little fluff. A little fluff of cotton candy right there.
Also, can we just talk about how decorative and adorable it is that Nate put this in a glass like this? That's adorable.
Here goes. And it's gone.
Round 2, round 2!
Come on, wind, pick it up a little bit. Oh, it picked up. It picked up a lot. It's all at the top.
We've battered it around into little cotton candy balls.
We have made a new confection. Little cotton candy bits.
Cotton candy orbs. This doesn't look like something you should eat. This looks like something that like falls out of an old
attic.
Stuffed animal, yeah. Cotton candy orbs, would you like one?
It's like cotton candy, but less. This lid has an opening at the top, and we have a cone. So this time we're gonna help it along a bit.
Stick.
See how it goes, all right. With some paper in it.
It's not actually the blade doing anything. It's the air that the blade is putting off in this little vortex.
Got some shredded cotton candy powder on my hand.
Does it taste like cotton candy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's so little. That was a lot of cotton candy and it's just shredded down to nothingness. Next up from Henry Madsen, we have a comment asking if we can try blending Oobleck. We're gonna make some green Oobleck. So Oobleck in the original book, it was this green stuff that I think it just fell out of the sky. And then later people started calling cornstarch and water Oobleck. Okay, we've got a pretty viscous batch of Oobleck going on here. As you can see, when I hold it, it holds its shape pretty well. And then I stop. Liquid.
Go for it.
Well. Shredded it into powder, which is then just puddling down at the bottom.
Overload.
Overload condition detected. I think it's just too much for it.
We're gonna do it.
That smells like burnt motor. I don't want to use it while it's doing that.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this really quick. So we have this on its side so that it can hopefully start before it gets overloaded. We're gonna see if once it tips and it starts falling in, if it'll keep running.
Nope.
It worked for a little bit.
It says overload on that screen too. All right, that is 2 blenders that we have found cannot handle this degree of Oobleck. Little bits of it dropped in. We were getting some cool blending. It turned into a powder, looked great. This much even, it is too much for the motor.
About half an inch over the tops of our blades there is just a little too much.
Non-Newtonian fluid, shear thickening liquid overcame the Blendtec motor. We're about to move outside anyway, so if something goes wrong with it, we'll be outside.
It'll be fine.
All right, our next comment comes from El Taller di Rulo. They wanted to see what happens if we put a Ferrocerium bar in a blender, and we like that idea. All right, we've got our bar of Ferrocerium right here, and I want to try dropping it down in while the blender is already running. We've just got this strip of paper that goes over the Ferrocerium bar.
Okay.
Now the hope is that I can put it on there and have this as a little bit of padding, because I've had stuff hurt my hand through one of these lids before, and then just pull it like that. Something got so excited that it was pushing the lid off. I don't think that was the only thing that did it, but something was pushing with enough force that it like opened that wide up. All right, and here's what's left. Some of that's paper, some of that's Ferrocerium.
Jennifer Byers wants to know what happens if you put batteries through a blender.
Batteries are magnetic. So in this case, we just have a magnet sitting on top of the blender and we can just pop that off. The battery will fall right down through. Right now there's just a AA battery. Pull that off, it falls.
Fantastic.
Yay. And...
Go!
I see sparks.
Very broken battery. We blended a AA battery.
Yep.
Oh, no.
There's just a couple solid looking chunks left.
Blendtec, you're amazing. Well, there's a blended battery.
Indeed.
I don't really want to touch it with bare hands because of everything else that's in a battery, but see, it's not radiating much warmth. A little, not much.
Energizer 9-volt battery. When I thought it was gone, part of it was stuck to the magnet up on the lid.
Oh no!
But it fell down.
Yeah. More battery. What is that?
I think that's the case, yeah, the outside, just wrapped all around everything else. That's what happens if you blend up a 9-volt. All right, here we've got 4 3-volt lithium button cell batteries.
Open the lid really slow. Okay. Huh.
I smell lithium.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It smells very strongly.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't breathe in the dust.
that's strong. Any of that would react if we poured water on it. Lithium mixed with a lot of other stuff right now, but we'll still try it. I do not know if this is gonna do anything, but lithium does react with water, so we're just gonna...
Ooh. A little bit. I guess you can sort of see where the lithium is.
Yeah. I think most of it got powdered, but some of it just got caught in this crumpled bit of metal. That's several things run through a blender, and they're pretty fun to do, in fact. Guys, these are all comment requests. If you've got more things you want to see us put through a blender, be sure to let us know down in the comments. That's it for now, but you know we've always got more for you to watch. Click that box at the top to check out our most recent video, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.